Our story this week is Alligators and Crocodiles by Gail Gibbons. Now, this story is going to be a little bit different than most of our weekly stories because it's going to give us facts and information about alligators and crocodiles. Do you remember the name of that genre that gives us facts and information about a topic? If you guessed nonfiction, great job! So remember, nonfiction stories or texts give us facts and information about a certain topic. And this one's going to tell us all about alligators and crocodiles. Here's our title page, Alligators and Crocodiles by Gail Gibbons. Something glides slowly through the water, barely making a ripple. It is well hidden and looks like a bumpy, drifting log. Two eyes and a snout appear above the water. It is an alligator or a crocodile. Alligators and crocodiles are members of a group of reptiles called crocodilians. They are the closest living relatives of dinosaurs and the world's largest reptiles. All reptiles are cold-blooded animals. In order to survive, they must keep their body temperature from getting too hot or too cold. They do this by moving to a cooler or a warmer place. So this is an alligator up here, and this is a crocodile. You can tell just by looking at them the differences in, first of all, just their color. But we're going to learn about more differences. Paleontologists are scientists who learn about ancient life by studying fossils, the remains of a plant or animal that lived at least 10,000 years ago. According to paleontologists, alligators, crocodiles, and dinosaurs lived on Earth about 230 million years ago. About 65 million years ago, dinosaurs became extinct, but alligators and crocodiles continued to live. Now, I don't know if you noticed, right next to paleontologists, it has this right here in parentheses. This is called the phonetic spelling. So it just kind of spells out how you would pronounce it. If you notice, it's spelled differently here than there, but this helps you paleontologist. So it just helps you with how to pronounce it or say the word. Greek travelers saw crocodiles for the first time in Egypt. The word crocodile comes from the word krokodilos, which means lizard in Greek. Spanish soldiers saw alligators for the first time in North America. The word alligator comes from el lagarto, which means the lizard in Spanish. Where alligators and crocodiles live. So if you look here, there's a little key up here. Alligators are in red and crocodiles are here in this yellowish orange color. So looking at the map, you see that alligators only live right down here in North America and then a little spot over here in Asia. And then crocodiles live here in South America, Africa, the bottom part of Asia, and the top part of Australia. So there's a lot more places that crocodiles live. There are 2 different kinds of alligators and 14 different kinds of crocodiles. The only area inhabited by both alligators and crocodiles is the southern tip of Florida and the Florida Keys. So this map shows where American alligators and crocodiles live in the United States. So this is a map of the world and where they live, and this is just the United States, and actually just the southern part of the United States. So in red is the key up here. In red is where we'll find alligators, and blue is where we're going to find alligators and crocodiles. So alligators live in all this area here, and then crocodiles live just in the very southern tip of Florida and the Florida Keys. Alligators and crocodiles. Alligators and crocodiles usually live in climates where the water and air temperatures are warm all year long. Some alligators live in cooler climates where they must hibernate if it gets too cold. The differences between an American alligator. So the American alligator has thick, skin-covered bony plates. The head, back, and tail are dark gray or black. They have a long, strong tail. They have 4 webbed toes on each of their back feet. They have 5 webbed toes on each front foot. Here's their stomach, knee, neck, mouth, tongue, their nostrils. They have a wide head, a wide rounded snout, and sensory pits on just their head right here. So an American alligator's mouth and teeth. Only their top teeth can be seen when their jaws are closed. So when their mouth is closed, you can only see the top teeth right there. And here's an American crocodile. So with an American crocodile's mouth and teeth, the upper and lower teeth can be seen when their jaws are closed. So here you can see the top and bottom teeth. So now let's look at their body. The head, back, and tail are tan or greenish gray. They have thick skin-covered bony plates, sensory pits all over their body. So the alligator only has the sensory pits on their head, but the crocodile has them all over their body. They have a narrow head and a narrow, long snout, a long, strong tail, 4 webbed toes on each back foot, and 5 webbed toes on each front foot. So there are some differences, but there are a lot of similarities between crocodiles and alligators. Alligators and crocodiles are carnivores. To catch their prey, they may stay perfectly still. When an animal comes near, snap! The animal is grabbed in a split second. Alligators and crocodiles may also swim slowly and quietly to their unaware prey and attack. So carnivores are animals that eat meat. When they lose a tooth, a new tooth takes its place. They can grow about 3,000 new teeth during their lives. And alligators and crocodiles each have about 60 pointed teeth. Young alligators and crocodiles usually feed on small prey such as fish, frogs, and birds, using their powerful jaws and sharp teeth. Larger, older alligators and crocodiles may eat big animals such as raccoons and deer. Often they grab their prey and hold its nose underwater until the animal drowns. Also, they may leap to catch their prey. They eat by ripping the animal apart and swallowing the pieces whole. Cold-blooded animals do not eat as often as warm-blooded animals. So here's a little baby alligator eating a butterfly there. This one's leaping out of the water, and this one is sneaking up on its prey, still in the water. Alligators and crocodiles live in the water. Alligators and crocodiles are good swimmers and spend most of their time in the water. They use their powerful swishing tails to move forward. They can swim up to 6 miles an hour. They are able to steer using their tails and back legs. By tucking in all 4 legs, they are able to swim faster. So do you see how all 4 legs are right up against the body instead of sticking out? That helps them swim through the water faster. They can stay underwater for as long as 2 hours. And on the land, they can crawl, walk, and run. So here are examples of crawling, walking, and they can run. Sometimes they walk with their bodies high off the ground. This is called the high walk. So here it's showing you their high walk. Alligators and crocodiles are nocturnal. They see well in the dark. They also see far away very well. They cannot see well underwater. Nocturnal means being active at night. So if they're active at night, that means that they sleep during the day. Crocodiles and alligators have excellent senses of smell. They also have excellent senses of hearing. They are able to pick up vibrations in the air or water using their ears as well as the shallow nerves on top of their heads. Each ear is hidden behind a slit in the skin. The shallow nerves are under the skin on top of their heads. Sensory pits on their bodies also help detect vibrations in the water. Vibrations alert them to any nearby prey. The thick, bony plates of American alligators and American crocodiles help protect them. Alligators and crocodiles can make roaring, grumbling, and hissing sounds when they are protecting their territory. They will puff out their necks to show that they are ready to fight. During mating season, males and females communicate by making grunts, barks, and low rumbling sounds. Often they rub snouts, blow bubbles on the water's surface, and swim together in circles. Sometimes they will make sounds by slapping the surface of the water to attract a mate. They mate underwater. So here we have a picture of an American alligator's nest, and here's an American crocodile's nest. So let's read to find out the differences. The female lays about 45 eggs on a bed of leaves and grasses. She then completely covers them with a mound made of leaves, grasses, and mud. The mound is about 6 feet wide. So here's the American crocodile's nest. The female digs a hole in the ground and lays about 50 eggs. She covers each layer at the top with sand. So here she lays her eggs and then covers it with a mound of leaves, dirt, and grass. Here the crocodile digs a hole, lays a layer of eggs, covers it with sand, another layer, and sand like that. A group of eggs is called a clutch. A few weeks later, the females lay their eggs in nests, where the eggs will be kept warm and protected. Mother alligators and crocodiles are always on the alert, guarding their nests to protect their young from any egg-eating animals, such as skunks and raccoons. Usually it takes about 65 days before the alligator and crocodile eggs begin to hatch. Newborns are called hatchlings. The warmth of the inside of the nest helps determine whether the newborns will be males or females. When the temperature of the nest is above 88 degrees Fahrenheit, most of the hatchlings will be males. When the temperature is lower, most will be females. The mother can hear her young making squeaking sounds from inside the eggs. They are ready to hatch. A baby may use its egg tooth to crack open the hard shell and break free. Sometimes the mother uses her tongue to roll an egg against the roof of her mouth. Soon the shell cracks open and the hatchling crawls out. Most hatchlings are about 10 inches long. Within minutes of hatching, their mother takes them to the water. The female alligator and crocodile stay close to their young for about a year. They protect them from harm before the young ones go off on their own. Young alligators and crocodiles grow about 1 foot a year for their first 6 years. As they get older, they grow slower. They continue to grow throughout their lives. American alligator hatchlings have yellow stripes on their bodies, which fade away as they grow older. An American crocodile can grow to be about 20 feet long. An American alligator can grow to be about 12 feet long. The hatchlings have needle-sharp teeth and can hunt and feed on small fish and insects right away. Alligators and crocodiles use their strong legs, feet, and tails to dig holes in muddy marshlands. The holes fill with water. Other wildlife living nearby will also make use of these water holes. American alligators and American crocodiles have been hunted for hundreds of years for their meat and skins. Humans are still their main enemy. People have developed areas where these large reptiles once lived. There are fewer and fewer places where alligators and crocodiles can live in their natural environment. Wildlife preserves have been created to protect them. Alligators and crocodiles have lived on Earth for millions of years. Now, in some parts of the world, they are endangered. The lives of these fascinating creatures should be respected. Endangered means threatened with extinction. Here are some more cool facts about alligators and crocodiles. Some ancient Egyptians worshipped Sobek, a god whose head was shaped like that of a crocodile. A crocodile can slam down its jaws using about 13 tons of pressure. Crocodilians live on all the continents except for Antarctica and Europe. In addition to alligators and crocodiles, there are two other members of the crocodilian family. Gharials are found in India and Southeast Asia. Caimans are found in Central America and South America. Scientists believe that alligators and crocodiles can live to be about 70 years old in the wild. A group of young hatchlings is called a creche. The largest American alligator ever found in the wild was about 19 feet long. It was found in 1890 in Louisiana. And after a large meal, it is possible for an adult alligator or crocodile to go for many months without having to eat again. Could you imagine being able to eat once and then not eat again for a couple of months? That's crazy.